Do you know what is out of bag error or out of bag estimate, or have you encountered this question somewhere and don't know what it is? If yes, then please keep watching as I'm going to explain what this is in this video. If you're new to my channel, then I am Radhika. This is my YouTube channel Datazard. If you have not subscribed already, then please do consider subscribing. And without further ado, let's get started. So out of bag error is a concept that is used in models or algorithms which use bootstrap aggregation, which we commonly call as bagging. In order to understand out of bag error, we first need to understand what bagging is so that we can completely understand the picture. Now, one of the most common algorithms for bagging is called as random forest, and I'm going to take the same example over here. What happens in bagging or bootstrap aggregation is we have all the data here. Then we create multiple models because it is an ensemble technique and we are using random forest. So all our models would be decision trees. Now each of these decision trees would receive a subset of data. This subset is created by sampling with replacement. What it means is we are first going to fetch, let's say we are at this decision tree 1. We are first going to fetch a row from this data. Suppose we fetch R1. Then we will put R1 back in this bag and then we are again going to try to fetch a row. We again got R1. Because we are putting this R1 back, that's why we are able to get this repeated R1. Then we try to fetch the third row and we got R4. That's how we have R4 here. We put R4 back in this training data and then try to fetch again another row and we again got R1. So in this case, I'm just considering that we are only fetching 4 rows for each of these models. So in bag, we have R1 and R4, and out of bag, which means what this model has not seen is R2 and R3 because they were existing in the training data, but they are not in bag. They were not selected to train this decision tree 1. So that's how these two bags get created, in bag and out of bag. Statistically speaking, about 63% of data goes in bag and 37% of data goes in the out of bag. Now we're going to repeat this process for decision tree 2, then decision tree 3 and all of the decision trees. So we will have 2 subsets for each decision tree, one in bag and one out of bag. At the end of all this, what we are going to do is we are going to aggregate all of these out of bags. So when we aggregate, we have R2, R3 from decision tree 1, then R2 from decision tree 2, and R1 and R3 from decision tree 3. Now what we're going to do is we're going to pass these back to decision trees, but we are only going to consider predictions from this tree for which these rows are out of bag. So suppose we first passed R2. Yes, R2 is out of bag. So we are going to consider this prediction for R2 from this decision tree. Then we have R3 here. Is it out of bag? Yes, it is out of bag. So we are going to consider R3 as well. Then here we have R1 as well. We are passing R1 to decision tree 1, but we are not going to take predictions from this decision tree 1 for R1. Why? Because it was already trained on this data. It is not out of bag for this decision tree 1. So that is why we are only going to consider predictions for those rows which were out of bag, and which were in bag, we are going to exclude them. Once we have predictions from all of these, suppose for R2 here, the prediction was, suppose this was a classification problem whether the email is ham or spam, and R2's prediction from this was it is 0, which means it's not a spam. R2's prediction here was also 0. It is not a spam. We cannot take R2's prediction from here for out of bag because it was already in bag. It is already trained on that data. So out of these two, we can do majority voting, and for this one, our final prediction is 0. Then we will get our true prediction. Suppose the true prediction was this is a spam. In this case, we are again going to find out the error, and that error would be our out of bag error. Because we have used out of bags for each of these models to predict what the prediction is, and then we have tried to compare it with the true data or the actual data. Now let us understand what are the advantages and disadvantages of using out-of-bag. Advantages of out-of-bag error is we do not need to have a separate validation data set, and this is especially useful when we have small data, so we don't have to separate the training data and validation data. It is a built-in feature in Random Forest Classifier in Scikit-learn, so makes the implementation really easy. And out-of-bag is actually performed during the training time, and therefore we don't need any cross-validation, and therefore it reduces the overhead and it allows to test the model during training. There are two disadvantages of using out-of-bag error. It can only be used for those models which use bootstrap aggregation or have the concept of bagging, and it produces inconsistent estimates for small data sets. I hope I was able to explain you what is out-of-bag error. If you have any questions, then please put them down in the comments below. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in my next one.